Understanding your rights. Disputing charge-offs on your credit report. We've all heard about the importance of maintaining a good credit score, but what happens when you find a charge-off listed on your report that you believe is inaccurate? Before diving into the nitty-gritty, let's break down what a charge-off is. In simple terms, a charge-off means that a creditor has given up trying to collect an unpaid debt from you and has written it off as a loss. However, this doesn't mean you no longer owe the money. It just reflects that the creditor doesn't believe they'll be able to collect it. Now, if you find a charge-off on your credit report that you believe is inaccurate, you have the right to dispute it. Here's what you need to know. 1. Look for inaccurate amounts. It's crucial to ensure that the amount listed as the charge-off is correct. Sometimes a creditor might make an error in reporting the exact amount. If the amount is higher than what you actually owed, you can dispute the inaccuracy. 2. Check the date. Every debt has a statute of limitations, which is the period during which a creditor can sue you for the unpaid amount. If a charge-off is listed with a date that's more recent than the actual date of the debt, this could restart the clock on the statute of limitations. Ensure that the date of the charge-off is accurate to avoid any potential legal complications. 3. Verify the creditor. Sometimes debts are sold to third-party collection agencies. If your report lists a charge-off from a company you don't recognize, it might be a collection agency that bought your debt. You have the right to know who currently owns your debt, so if there's a name you don't recognize, it's worth investigating. 4. Duplicate listings. Ensure that the same debt isn't listed multiple times on your credit report. This can happen when a debt is sold to a collection agency, and both the original creditor and the agency report the charge off. Duplicate listings can negatively impact your credit score more than necessary. Disputed debts. If you've previously disputed a debt and it wasn't resolved in your favor, the charge-off should indicate that the amount is disputed. If it doesn't, you can challenge the listing. Legal inaccuracies to be aware of. Re-aging of debt. As mentioned, debts have a statute of limitations. Some unethical creditors might try to re-age a debt to make it appear newer than it is. This practice is illegal. If a creditor is trying to collect on a debt that's beyond the statute of limitations, you can dispute it. Failing to mark as disputed. If you've disputed a debt, the creditor is legally required to mark it as disputed on your credit report. If they fail to do so, it's a violation of the Fair Credit Reporting Act, FCRA. Not providing verification. If you dispute a charge-off, the creditor must provide verification of the debt. If they can't verify it, they're legally required to remove it from your credit report. In conclusion, it's essential to regularly review your credit report and understand your rights when disputing inaccuracies. If you believe a charge-off is listed incorrectly, don't hesitate to challenge it. Knowing your rights and the potential inaccuracies to look for can help you maintain a more accurate and favorable credit report.